Your fear of being seen, your fear of being embarrassed is truly holding you back from the life that you know you want and you desire, but you're still not starting that thing that you say you're going to start or that thing that you're going to start taking seriously. I need you to be honest with yourself because you told yourself 2025 is going to be your year. Where's that energy? Where did it go? You're watching this for a reason. And right after this video, I need you to put your big girl pants on. Yeah. And go do the thing that you said you were going to do. So to give you a little bit of an example in my life, we just ran out of gas, okay? Gas for my stove that I cook on. I'm somebody who really prides herself on taking care of myself, nourishing my body, and we haven't had gas in the house for the past 3 days here in Mexico, which is okay. The first and second day I cried. I needed to let my emotions out. But today I woke up and I said, this is what God wants you to do, okay? After being still with myself yesterday and crying and journaling and getting some movement in and just channeling my emotions out, I came back to myself. I came back to clarity. And what I realized specifically was sometimes your life is going to be shaken up and you need to allow yourself to feel exactly what you need to feel and then move forward. We can't sit here and allow our own self to hold us back from greatness. So this morning I said, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to take it slow. I start my period tomorrow. So I really wanted to make sure that I'm not overdoing it with my body. So I walked to the gym. I filled up my water. I put some salt in it and took my butt to the gym. Came home from the gym. I took a shower. I got ready. And even before that, actually, my friend asked to call me. We talked on the phone for a little bit. It was nice to have some girl time. It was nice just to be girls on the phone. Took a shower, got ready, and here we are. I'm feeling tired. I haven't had my tea in the morning, what I usually do. All that to say is that some people have less than you. Hear this one. Some people have less than you, but can go further than you based on the fact of how bad they want it. How about they want it? They're not thinking about embarrassment. They're not thinking about, oh, well, what if I mess up? Or I'm too nervous to try this for the first time. Or I'm too nervous to leave this job and try a different job. Or what? That does not make sense to me. I just turned 30 on March 10th. I'll wait. And I'm excited for this era of my life. I'm excited for the next 10 years. I'm excited to see the woman that I am continuing to bloom into. And I know for some people that's too far ahead to think about. But for me, I'm thinking about, girl, how am I going to make the best out of my 30s? I'm going to continue to show up. Things that I did for myself in my 20s was put my health and wellness first. Always, point blank, period. Breath work, understanding how to breathe, understanding how to tune my nervous system, making time for joy in my life, bringing joy into my life. And don't get me wrong, depending on the day, but for me, I love putting myself together. Depending on the day, don't get me wrong. Not every single day the aesthetic is this, but regardless, I'm still the same person in here. But what I would say is that I love just taking the time to get ready, put on some makeup, make myself feel even cuter, put some moisturizer on my skin, and continue just to walk in that. With all the things I've listed, that helps me / reminds me of the woman that I am. And when I continue to put myself first at the end of the day, that is what it sums up to. Putting yourself first, understanding what your needs are, understanding what your wants are. So now when you are taking these risks, which I wouldn't even consider a risk at this point, I would just say that you're walking in your purpose. You're taking a guided step. You're taking an aligned step. And maybe in the moment, it doesn't feel like you're aligned, but realistically, you are. Even if you are taking that step a little bit nervous, you're still doing it. And the more and more you do it, the better you get. Watch my first video compared to now. She's feeling extra confident, extra. With or without the camera, I am Nashanda Gibbs, okay, at the end of the day. So regardless, people are going to catch on to my energy. And I know in this time, space, and reality, I'm here to use my voice, and me using my voice is going to bring the subscribers. Me being authentic while using my voice is going to bring me the subscribers and views that I'm looking for. But realistically, even when that all comes, it's not going to change me. The energy is still going to be the same. Of course, it's going to be juicier and juicier and juicier each day, each month, each year that I grow. But when I come back to my core values of who I am, as I continue to try new things in life. I then recognize, oh, trying new things is not hard. Trying new things is actually what makes it fun in life. When you try something for the first time, it's kind of like you get this giddy feeling or this nervous feeling inside of, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I'm feeling something that I don't usually feel on an everyday basis. Maybe you've traveled and you bought your ticket and you get excited when you buy your ticket, and then the night before you're about to hop on that plane, ooh, sometimes you can't sleep. You're so excited. Maybe you're nervous. Maybe you're thinking about the things that should have packed or shouldn't have packed, but your mind is fully on at that point. Same thing when you take that first step or that first leap into something that you wanted to try. You're going to be feeling those exact same emotions, maybe a little bit differently. You definitely will be feeling something when you go and do something for the first time, but I promise you, after you've done it and you've done it again and you've done it again and again, your perspective of it is going to be completely different. Even after you do that as well too, you're like, why am I so nervous? Why was I so nervous? I had a fear of being seen for the longest time. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want people to know that I made YouTube videos. I didn't want certain people to see that I was living in Mexico. I didn't want my clients to see me in a certain light. And I realized I can't hide myself from the world. Take what you need, and I will leave it at that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.